Have you ever felt the hair on the back of your neck stand up from fear? Or experienced goosebumps crawling across your skin in the dead of night? Well, prepare yourself for it again, as we're going to cover 10 true scary stories that will give you goosebumps. These are genuine experiences of people who've come across the inexplicably frightening and lived to tell the story. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. On number 1, we have the story of The Watcher. In Westfield, New Jersey, Derek and Maria Broaddus thought they had found their perfect home to raise their 3 children. But their dream quickly turned into a horror story. Just 3 days after closing the deal in 2014, they received a terrifying letter from someone known only as The Watcher. This stranger claimed a bizarre family legacy of watching over the house, dating back to the 1920s. The letters grew increasingly disturbing. The Watcher wrote unnervingly about the Broaddus children, saying,
"I am pleased to know your names now, and the names of the young blood you have brought me."
The writer even asked,
"Found out what's in the walls yet?"
and showed a creepy interest in which child had the bedroom facing the street. Frightened and unable to ignore the threat, the Broaddus family decided against moving into their new home. Number 2, The Daughter's Scarf. This story is set on a cold January night in 2008 in the remote and snowy town of Valdez, Alaska. Frantic, a man driving down a desolate road amidst a rapidly worsening blizzard realized he was not alone. Another vehicle trailed behind him, its driver flashing lights as a signal to stop. Both drivers exited their cars in the blinding snow. The second man, with an unsettling look in his eyes and a disturbing smile, extended his hand to Frantic, offering him a pink scarf. The scarf was soft, eerily similar to the one belonging to Frantic's daughter. Alarmed and filled with dread, Frantic quickly returned to his car, racing back home. His heart pounded with fear and confusion. Upon arriving, he was met with an unexpected sight. The police were already at his house, and his daughter wasn't alive anymore. But up till now, police couldn't locate the killer, nor determine the reason why he carried the scarf all the way to her father. Number 3, The Demon House of Indiana. In November 2011, LaToya Ammons and her family moved into a rental home in Gary, Indiana, only to find themselves in the midst of unexplainable paranormal activity. Ghostly shadows, invisible attacks, and mysterious oil dripping from furniture were just the beginning. The situation escalated dramatically in April 2012 during a routine visit to a family physician. In a scene straight out of a horror film, LaToya's 7-year-old son was thrown across the room by an unseen force. And then, to the horror of nurses, social workers, and paramedics present, he glided backwards up a wall, growling and gurgling. Even Charles Austin, a police captain and initially a skeptic, was convinced of the house's evil nature. After investigating, he described the home's basement as a portal to hell. Eventually, after numerous blessings and exorcisms, LaToya and her family left the house. In 2014, the house caught attention of ghost hunter Zach Baggins, who bought and later demolished it due to the overwhelming paranormal activity. Number 4, Death at Dyatlov Pass. In the icy expanse of Russia's Ural Mountains lies Dyatlov Pass, named after a tragic incident involving a group of experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov. The 9 hikers embarked on their journey on January 1st, 1959. Alarm bells rang when they didn't reach their destination by February 12th, prompting a search operation. The search team's discovery only deepened the mystery. They found the group's tent at the mountain's base, cut open from the inside, with their belongings still within. Bizarrely, footprints leading away from the tent indicated that some members had fled barefoot or in socks. The first bodies were found about a mile away, and the rest in a nearby shelter. The injuries were perplexing. Some had severe internal damage without any external signs of a struggle, and one victim was missing her tongue and eyes. Despite an extensive investigation, the true cause of the tragedy at Dyatlov Pass remains a mystery. Number 5. The missing scuba diver. This happened in the waters of Vortex Spring near Ponce de Leon, Florida. Ben McDaniel, an avid diver, ventured into Vortex Spring, known for its large dive park and a challenging underwater cave. One section of this cave was so treacherous, it was sealed with a locked gate, accessible only to the most skilled divers. The cave's narrowest passages were a mere 10 inches high, emphasizing the risk and skill required. McDaniel dived in, but he never resurfaced. Rescue and recovery divers conducted an exhaustive search, pushing beyond the mapped areas of the cave through the claustrophobic 10-inch gaps. Despite their efforts, they only found 2 of McDaniel's decompression tanks, but no trace of McDaniel himself. There were no signs of his passage, no disturbances in the silt or limestone, nothing to indicate where or how he might have disappeared. Number 6. The lake inside the house. This story takes us into the unsettling experience of a young, successful bachelor from Nuremberg, Bavaria, Germany, who encounters a mysterious and chilling phenomenon in his new home in early 2007. The young man, at the start of a thriving career, treated himself to his first house. But soon, he was awakened one morning by the sound of running water. Rushing to the bathroom, he found the bathtub tap running at full blast. This was particularly disturbing since he lived alone. A week later, the situation escalated. This time, all the taps in the house were running. Confused and concerned, he called a repairman to address what he assumed were faulty pipes and to fix the resulting water damage. However, the problem wasn't with the pipes, which were in perfect condition. The repairman, a local, seemed visibly shaken as he worked. When the young man inquired about his unease, the repairman hesitantly revealed a chilling piece of history. The previous resident, a woman, had drowned in that very bathtub. Number 7. The child in room 213. On a routine business trip, an executive checked into the Overlook Hotel located in Colorado and received the key card for room 213. Eager to relax after a tiring journey, she headed straight to her room, only to find that the key card didn't work. Frustrated, she returned to the front desk for a replacement, but the second key card also failed to open the door. As she was about to head back to the lobby, the door to room 213 mysteriously creaked open, revealing a little boy standing in the darkness of the room. Confused and concerned, she went back to the front desk to report that another family was in her room. The response she received was chilling. The front desk attendant assured her that this was impossible, as no one else had checked into the hotel besides her. Number 8. The lonely Ferris wheel. In 2011, Charlie, new to his carnival job, was unaware of the eerie history attached to the Ferris wheel he was operating. The carnival in Russia was always a bustling place in summer, but as the first night drew to a close and the crowds thinned, a lone boy appeared, asking for a ride on the Ferris wheel. Charlie, concerned about the child being alone, questioned where his parents were. The boy, without a word, took his seat on the ride. As the Ferris wheel completed its cycle, Charlie was shocked to find the boy's seat empty. Frantically, he reported the incident to his boss, expecting panic or confusion. Instead, his boss nonchalantly responded, "Oh, that's Thomas," and handed Charlie a newspaper clipping. The clipping featured a photo of the boy and a headline that read, "Boy falls from Ferris wheel, 8 years old." Number 9. When the candle burns. In January 2021, 3 young girls from the US during their sleepover decided to conduct a ritual to call the dead. Clara, grieving the loss of her grandfather, hoped to connect with his spirit. They gathered candles and personal items of her late grandfather, including his watch, cigar case, and a photograph. With hands joined, they began their ritual. What happened next was unsettling. The candles flickered unnaturally, and the hands of the grandfather's watch started spinning rapidly. Clara, convinced it was her grandpa's doing, began joyfully talking and asking questions. However, the atmosphere quickly changed when one of the candles, as if propelled by an unseen force, flew towards Clara, narrowly missing her head. Shaken, Clara realized that whatever spirit they had contacted, it was not her grandfather. Number 10. Wedding in the Dark. This is a tragic story of love and loss dating back to 1920, set in the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. The couple had planned their dream wedding reception at a restaurant, a place that held special meaning for them. However, on the day of the wedding, in a heartbreaking twist of fate, the bride met with a tragic accident. She fell down the stairs during the reception, turning a day of joy into one of sorrow. Now it's rumored that every night after the restaurant closes, something otherworldly happens. The ghost of the bride is said to walk down the very stairs where she had her fatal fall. In a poignant display of longing and unfulfilled dreams, she sets up the tables and chairs, preparing for the wedding guests she never got to see. That was all for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Moreover, if you're new, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any useful, informative daily videos. Until next time, keep an eye out for the unusual and unexplained. And remember, sometimes reality can be stranger and more frightening than fiction.